Let's go. Welcome to the next episode of Fallout Shelter. Where last left off, we opened another Mr. Handy, which, by the way, is a robot. And also, according to Steffi1996, said I should have hired a Mrs. Handy. She would have got the job done, I'm sure. That's a bit of a broad stroke statement from the comments on the last episode, because I'm trying to figure out how the robots actually work. So I guess in reading the comments, if it says, if the switch is turned off, if we see off, that means it's on. If it's turned on, it means it's off. So, here we go. 99% happiness? And that's not an A+? What? In what world can you get a 99% on a test and it's not an A+? We're living in a world right now, though, where they don't have a lot of food, and we need to take care of that. There's a lot of things we need to clean up, starting with first finding Mr. Handy, and so apparently you have to have Mr. Handy on a floor where there's a lot of resources, so he can collect all the resources. They're both okay. So what's a floor with all resources? We don't have a floor with all resources, so we can eventually. Let's put him here. And then let's make sure he's turned on. So that's a huge thing. The other thing that I learned from the comments is that once we hit 200 dwellers, we can't destroy any of our living quarters. So I'm going to be very, very careful about that, because I was thinking about that today on the drive into the office. You know, once we hit 200, we're going to be doing a lot of renovating. It's going to be like HGTV in here. So I want to be careful about how we actually do that. Speaking of, let's go ahead and make sure he's turned on. Okay, so now he's turned on. He should be. Wow, we get 0 time to breathe here. How can you breathe without air? Air. We have none. They're geared up, though. They're going to have to get through Butch and Rosie Throns if they want to. Ooh, she needs to get healed up. Queen King. Oh, we just lost someone. Because she wasn't. Man. These guys are brutal. There's no rhyme or reason. I believe in Butch. Butch will not fall to any freaking corporate sponsor. Start spraying, Butch. Why isn't he spraying? Oh, there goes Carol. Carol McGutch, don't die on me. Oh, Zach Morris, don't die on me. Ralph Keaton. One of the original 6. That's not true. One of the original. I appreciate, I think 2 episodes ago someone went through and listed the original 6. I'm going to read that off in a future episode. We can't heal him. That's brutal. Get him off the 2nd floor. Get him out of there. I don't want him combating any of those individuals. Edie Falco's in trouble. Axel Berry. So apparently here's what we're going to need to do. We're going to have to gear up everyone on the first 2 floors with some legit weapons, because this is getting out of hand here. Iron Man Stark. Oh, heal him up, Snake Eyes. Oh, this is franticness. Miyagi never dies. Oh, we're out of stimps. We're out of stimpies. Can we please get some stimps quickly? We're out of power to generate stimps. Are those guys still here? They're gone. Oh, they're still here, boys. There's a lot of death and destruction that they're leaving in their path. We aren't very balanced right now. We need to rush some stimps. How do we burn through that many stimps? I thought we had a bunch. Are they still here? Wow. Leave it to these guys to get the job done. So we're clearly in a position of weakness right now. We're at the mercy and beck and call of any Deathclaw attack. So we got to get this buttoned up here a little bit before we do anything egregious. All these are upgraded, right? Yes. Man, so we need food. So do we gotta, I'm guessing we need to build another garden here. We could build a little 2-person garden right here. That's probably what we're gonna do. So let's get that going. Full garden. Assign dwellers here to produce food. Okay, so we'll build a garden here. That way that'll be a full floor of resources. And we'll upgrade it. Throw all the money at it. We're putting granite countertops in there. 13 G's. There we go. Alright, so now we need to move some... Man, some people here are close to dying. Zach Morris is being one of them. So we need to bring some of our highest handy people in there. So for that, we need high A, which is agility. Terry Mills! Terry Mills has been a defender of the realm for so long. We need to give him a better weapon. Focused laser rifle for Terry Mills. How about some combat armor? We need to give him something good here. Sports fan outfit. Sturdy battle armor for Terry Mills. Terry Mills will not be taken by surprise next time. Speaking about taken by surprise, let's check his stats. Perception. So there's a little bit of an outcry. This is from Anthony in the comments. Says either Butch or Legend need to be your first 10 out of 10 IGN dweller. If Katie, Yeri, or Skylar White max out their stats before them, disliked and unsubbed. Now, I'm not one to take threats lightly. You know, threatening the unsub. I feel like, hey, you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. But there is some validity in the fact that we're kind of neglecting Butch in his training. So I feel like let's go ahead and let's get Butch in there. Mini Dokes has a lot of perception. We can put him in a bottling facility, or we need to get him what? Mini Dokes, he needs to go in training. See, here's the problem. Is our special trainings here, we need to clean that up just a little bit. Let's put her, what does Butch need? He needs some intelligence and some A. Do we have A training anywhere? We may not even have that. Maybe Butch will be the first one to get that A training. What is A training? A training is athletics room. Do we have an? We don't have an athletics room anywhere. How is that even possible? Let's go ahead and build it. And have Butch be the first one to use it. Oh, even though we should be building probably more power facilities. So we could power the room. But that's okay, we'll make a full-fledged athletic facility. There we go. And we'll throw Butch down there in the gym. Alright, Butch. That way Butch will be the first one to have full A. No one else has full A. But we have some power issues. There's just a lot of stuff going on. I feel like we've kind of let the game get away from us a little bit in terms of normally we're very diligent about how we do things, how we collect things, how we honor things, but as of late we've just been kind of willy-nilly in it. Level these peeps up. Okay, so we're gonna take some time and batten down some hatches here. We've got some max level peeps. Sam Crow McGutch. Never doubt Sam Crow McGutch. Sam Crow and who's there? Grimes McGutch. They need to actually probably put some work into a new facility. I'm thinking about destroying that power facility right there. So we got to start thinking about long-term design plans here. So this is kind of you can maybe consider the late or last phase in the game, which is in terms of a conscious remodel. Because right now Mr. Handy is not doing his job. Let's put him on a floor where he can garnish wages and resources. That's a good floor for him. Oh, there's already Mr. Handy down there. Alright. So, well, there's a lot to do, but let's just take it one step at a time. Alright, our first step right now is we need to solve a power and food issue. And then there's just Butch by himself doing sit-ups. Might as well throw some money at that. He goes from sit-ups to curls. And then curls to... That's Butch's. Yeah, Butch has the honeymoon suite and he's got his own private gym. Good for him. Okay, cool. So that's moving along. That still didn't solve our power issue. Where do we need to put a green mushroom at? We also need to staff this garden. Let's go with staffing the garden first. That's what we were doing before we were rudely interrupted. I think Legolas, he's probably a great candidate for that. Let's go ahead. Legolas will take the elven garden. Where is he? We need some people to take care of business there. Let's also put him in a handyman suit. Because there goes his side. We can keep him because he's got luck. That's fine. Plus he'll lose his ears. We don't want him to lose his ears. Okay, so that's good. So at least we have one person there. We could put Rosie Throns. She could start training her with Butch. The couple that works out together stays together, even though I don't know that Butch is looking for a couple, but there she goes. We could do some rushing too, that would help out. Oh, here we go. Is that Walter White? What is he doing in there? Why is he not in his laboratory? What is... I don't even know what's happened in this world. We've lost utter control. Is it Mace Windu? Laurel and Hardy. Alright, Laurel, we're gonna put you to work right now. Put you in an expert jumpsuit. And throw him in Legolas's carrot garden. Okay, good. That should help out a little bit. So we need to think about where we want to start moving. Well, first off, I'm starting to think HGTV here and start moving some things. But before we do that, we need to get our power situation handled. I feel like we should move the honeymoon suite, but there's so much legacy with that I'm a little concerned about it. I'm also concerned about Mr. Handy being on the second floor. He doesn't need to be there. He needs to be on a floor where there's stuff to collect. This would probably be the next best floor. There we go. Okay, so we'll keep this floor, this bottom floor right here, that as we see, a training floor. But I think what the key is to not get phone calls in. And this is one of those calls that if I hit the decline button, it'll keep coming back. So we're just going to sit on it for a second. Okay, cool. So as we press forward here, we want to get the power situated. I'm a big fan of symmetry. So I'm trying to think if we should really move this perception room, but that's pretty expensive to relocate. Mini Dokes is good. He could work on his agility training for now with the rest of the crew. Oh, what is Rosie Throns doing? What is she doing? Monkey bars. Pregnant. Only in Fallout Shelter. Okay, so let's finish collecting these resources here, which we're actually getting closer. These two need to definitely get to work. Upper Deck Tops and King James. First off, let's heal up King James. King James needs some endurance training. He needs any kind of training, so let's go ahead and throw him in the agility room. We'll start training some help for Legolas here. That'll be a nice deal there. Okay. So there's that. Let's also, before we do anything else, let's put those that are on coffee break to work. Joe Taylor could use some perception training. What is he doing down there? And what? Oof. But where are all those rats down there? Let's put Joe in the perception training. Could be the race to max stats. Alright. Alright, so that's good. We're probably... See, here's a problem. Well, I don't want to talk about remodeling yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. This barracks is probably gonna get shredded. That's gonna have to happen. So that'll be our first remodel job. But let's go back to the task at hand. Amanda Lewis is on coffee break. She should be out exploring. So what is the best available stats we could give her? We need a really good outfit to give her. We gotta have something here. Sturdy vault suit is +5. Give her some power armor. Alright, Amanda Lewis. Go get us some good stuff. Alright. Give her all the stimpies. Wish there was a way to max it out. There should be like a max button. All these little things. Bethesda, hope you're getting on it. Alright. Go ahead, do your thing out there. We have who's waiting to come in. Dorothy Johnson. We're gonna call her, here's what we're gonna call Dorothy Johnson. Buzz Aldrina. Aldrina, the first woman on the moon. Where should she go? She should go right to probably training. She'll be Legolas's right-hand assistant. Get right to work. We'll collect all these resources too while we're waiting. Who's next here? Larry the Cable Guy's coming back with 5,000 caps. Ooh, Larry is probably... He just lost himself any chance to ever go back out into the vault. I mean, number one, he died. Number two, this is what he comes back with. I wonder why that's not blue. That's what I like to call hot garbage. We'll keep military fatigues, though. I guess we could keep the sawed-off shotguns, but do we really need them? Yeah, let's keep them. Don't need any of that. Larry the Cable Guy, you have been fully revoked all your rights and privileges from exploring. So he should probably help out where he's most useful, which right now would probably be a power facility that happens to be dormant. Right there. See, I want to see if Mr. Handy is collecting here. Oh, he is collecting. Okay. No, he's not. Why isn't he going to get that food? What if do we have to turn him on? Let's find out. If we turn him on, does he go get it? That would make sense. So he's turned on. Go get that food. Mr. Handy only gets food when he's turned on. Go get it. Please get it. This will be our test here. Wilbur Powerboy, give him something. Okay, he did. Okay, so the light has to be on. That makes sense. So, well, that's going on. Where is our other Mr. Handy at? Man, our floors are kind of a hot mess here. Oh, there he is. Okay. So we needed to make sure he's turned on. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so that problem's solved. Uh-oh. What is going on out here? Who are these people? Oh, she's dead. Get up. Yes, bitch. She's only level 1. What is she doing there? Get her out of there. Go get some training. That's why. We need to put someone better in the front door. That's a security concern. Oh, here comes the cavalry. Evelyn Hardy. They don't get past this. Evelyn Hardy, she should probably need her to level up a little bit. Terry Mills is looking like a boss. I think Terry Mills, he's probably due to maybe guard the front door now. That's what he's been doing his whole career, but we gotta level him up a little bit first. Okay. So that being said, let's make sure we level everyone up here. Let's do all these collections. Let me zoom out here. I'm gonna do a mass collection. Just want to get this cleaned up here so we can see where we're at. I don't know if I'm ready for all these new dwellers yet. They're gonna start bogging us down, but here we go. Walter Davidson. Let's bring Larry. Here's what we'll do. We'll bring Larry King in. 7,000 caps and a whole mess of nothing. Okay, we'll sell all this. Because he woke up like this. Get him out of here. Get all this stuff out. So I'm starting to get really excited about the next phase of this game, which is that remodeling phase. Keep the laser. Because everyone needs a good remodel every now and then. We haven't even had one yet. Okay, good. Larry King's coming in. We should probably... I'm starting to think we should probably get rid of one of our radio stations, because we really only want controlled people brought into this, not all these scrubs. We may have to shut down one of these places. Let's see which one of we're going to shut one of these down. That one will probably keep open. Should we get rid of Kanye's booth? That's the one that's going to go. It's got to go, boys. Especially because he's bringing in David Knight. Alright. Sorry, you guys just lost your job, Yex. Why don't you work on your smarts instead of your charisma? May help you out in life. Yexis. Oh, there's no room for her in the classroom. Or there. Maybe she can work on her strength. Alright. So we gotta clear this place out. Samuel Hale Jackson. He needs some sort of training. We could put him doing some sit-ups if there's room for him. That would be excellent. There's 2, 4 that makes up the last spot. Okay. And then who's left in here? Cher. Cher's gone through so many career swaps in her life. Well, one more is not going to hurt you, Cher. Where can you best be a use? She brings the intelligence down of every room she goes in. What's up with that? Strength -1. That's not a bash against Cher. It's just the truth of what's going on here. She could help out down there. Looks like someone just got fired, though. Lon Malkovich just got fired. Put him in the garden. Alright. So there goes Cher. Now it's time to... I know we said we weren't going to do any renovations yet, but... time to destroy this place, boys. Destroy it. There it is. The first hole in our heart right there. But that's the bad news. The good news is we're going to be able to upgrade that and make it a full-fledged. We may make that Stimpy Row. Either way, let's go ahead and we'll press forward here. We didn't even check our things this time. Merge 6 rooms together, extinguish 6 fires, get that out of here. Have a dweller exploring for 4 hours. Okay. We can mess with that. Alright, so this is a little bit of a longer episode because we got some big plans here. Alright, so let's go ahead and open... What should we open? A lunchbox? Let's open a lunchbox here. We're about due for a golden personality anyways, right? Golden... Rusty plasma pistol. Golden personality. Golden person. William Davis. We'll take it. We'll take it. William Dafoe. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Fallout Shelter. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, I encourage you to hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps support the video. Helps support the channel. Helps support your face. I want to find out what you guys think. What's one HGTV move we should make on this vault right here? Because I think we got to do something here. We got to start planning for the future instead of just randomly building. But I'll see you guys next time. Later.